on, guys? Here at a big job, we are J&M Carpet Renewal. Carpet so clean they're fit for a king. I'm doing kind of a lot of fast motion here, so I do want to just kind of dub in the noise. Right now, as you can see, I'm fixing up several patches. The client locked her cat in the master bedroom, and while the parents were away, the cats were at play. But no, the big dog decided to try and get in the room, and so he completely tore up this edge or door of the threshold here. So I'm kind of going head cam so I can focus a little bit, so I can show you guys hands-on, use two hands. So as you can see, he completely tore out the seam, delaminated the carpet, tore up carpet pad. It was just another day in the life. So this is definitely something we do quite a bit, as dogs and cats love to scratch at the door to try and get out, thinking that works. So I'm just removing and getting some good meat on the carpet that I can blend well with. So I'm trying to trim it up, make a couple rectangles where I can apply my seam tape and get out all the funk, get out all the garbage, because if any of that is left underneath the carpet, you'll feel that as you're walking. You'll feel just like bumps in your feet, and that all it is carpet pad. So the fibers aren't as bad, leaving any carpet fibers, but carpet pad itself is pretty obnoxious after I fix it up and make it look good. So I'm just going to do a walkthrough with you guys, getting all my tools in place. And so right now I'm using my duck-billed napping shears to trim off all the extra pieces. Again, any frays, any edges. I want to just get some solid, good carpet to blend the donor piece good carpet with. Trim. So I fast forwarded. I'm in the closet. This is typically where we're going to grab our donor piece if the client doesn't have best match. She actually opted in to have us best match and replace the closet for us at a later date. So right now I just got a good chunk of pad, a good chunk of carpet to blend well. So right now I'm just going to cut off the pad, square it up, make it look right. It's not real rocket science, so I don't need exact measurements. Pad's kind of nice because you can just kind of, if you have a little excess, you can just butt it up and blend it well together like that. Just kind of push it down. If you guys have any questions on this, I'd love to help you out. It's one thing, I'm a real big DIYer too. So sometimes I just want to maybe get a few tools and but with the carpet repair tool bag that I have, it's about $1,700 with all the tools that I have. So, and it would take you watching this video and calling me lots of time, lots of investment in time and money. Whereas we already have all the stuff, we already have the tools. So right now I'm cutting my seam tape, getting that lined up. Unfortunately, this carpet is a lot older. It's a builder grade carpet, so it's really inexpensive, sort of cheaply made, meaning the fiber count isn't high, the pile isn't really close together. They didn't use a whole lot of latex, so they didn't use a lot of supplies to manufacture the carpet. Therefore, what has happened over the years, I think the house is about 8 years old, is a lot of traffic, a lot of wear and tear, actually delaminated the carpet. You'll see it when I'm cleaning. You'll see ripples, so it looks like we need to stretch it, which we offer as well, but that's not it. It's actually delaminated, and so when you pull in some places it'll just lift up, whereas others it won't. So that means the latex has broken down. It has no adhesive quality anymore. And the carpet just isn't bonded to the secondary backing. So when they manufacture carpet, they weave the fiber strands into the primary backing, and then they slap some latex glue, and then adhere the secondary backing to make the carpet stiff, and so it lasts a long time. So I took my measurements to see what kind of the width that I needed. Right now I'm using my carpet tucker to get the carpet under the door threshold, just kind of cutting my edge, because when doing patches and repairs, we want these secondary backings to marry, to really be firm next to each other, so that way if you're vacuuming or doing any work in the future, they're not, you don't see that hard line. Now, unfortunately, every time you're pulling from a closet on worn carpet, you're always going to have a new chunk that marries to an old chunk, or at least damaged piece. So sometimes the new piece really pops out, but at least it's a solid piece. So right now I'm using my Cool Glide. This tool is about $700, not including seam tape. This is probably the best investment for repairs that I've made. It uses RF waves to melt the glue, so the seam tape has a metal backing, and it melts the glue that way. So you can just move it. It's not like an iron, so you don't run any risk of burning the carpet fibers or burning your hand or your face. So now I'm using my starred seam roller to roll it out and get that seam tape right. It's kind of nice with this fast motion because it just goes through really quick. I think I'm at like 300% fast forward here. So I mean, this patch in real time took me about half hour. It was a big chunk. And then I'm going back to the house, because it's going on the market, going back to the house to replace the closet where I took the donor piece out of. Every time I'm doing patches and repairs, it always reminds me of being in like kindergarten, like an arts and crafts day or something, because we're just kind of making stuff fit. It's pretty fun, actually. So now, as you saw, I was just kind of lifting up the secondary backings of each side where the seam is, and I'll just get my Cool Glide on. It's nice because the Cool Glide, the tool has little arrows that tell you where the main part is working, and you just use your finger or a marking device to go to the next row. So I've got all that seam, just that big chunk right there. So you see that delamination right there, kind of ticked me off. So I did a little split seam on it later. I'm not showing that, but I basically cut down the middle, stretched it, cut the extra, seamed it back, so kind of flatten it. Because I was right there working, so might as well just do it. Didn't charge any extra for fixing a delamination. A lot of times during delamination, you can cut and just hot glue and roll it out with a starred or flat roller. People always call in while I'm working, and that's all right. That's why I have an office manager to field business calls while I'm working, so I can get this job done. See right there, you can tell it's ticking me off. I'm just like, I'm working right there. I don't want this bubble there. So I sliced it down the middle, pulled it tight, and seamed it back. Right, so that guy's done, rolled that out, and then I just use my feet to kind of step on it, make sure it's good. Now we're moving over to the stair. So she put in all new laminate. The unfortunate thing was that the contractor did not leave me enough bullnose to staple the carpet into, which is all right. I made it work. So the pad's good, so I don't need to replace any pad. But I do need to cut off the edge of this carpet because it's got a lot of soil filtration lines. So I got to get fresh, clean carpet. I don't want to put a donor piece back in that has dirt on it. I want clean. So I'm kind of measuring the bullnose right now to see what I need. And now I'm just going to cut a solid piece. Now I'm using my row finder to cut. It just makes it straight, makes it easier. Really nice tool. Cut off the soil lines on the edge, those black lines. You guys might have those in your carpet as well. It's where soot and debris just hit the wall and go straight down. So you notice a lot of the times they're at door thresholds, closets, doors that don't get open much. You'll see black lines right when you open the door, and they're removable for stairs. It's really, really challenging because of the tools and the product we have to use, but they are removable. Getting my backings married together really well so I can seam that. Roll that out. So now it wasn't wide enough, so I'm just going to cut another little piece, what I need. Arts and crafts. Nice thing about this seam tape is it literally makes it seamless, which is so nice. All right, let's get this carpet cleaned. Gotta get all my gear back in the van, grab my wand, get the machine going. Inline filter. I'm running a HydroMaster CDS 4.8 overdrive. So this is a direct drive system. It runs off the power of the van. So the downside is that the van is running the whole time. But I have anti-theft and I have a key fob, so I keep the van locked. So it's no big deal. But now I gotta crank on the van, get it started, grab some water. So I was just doing those patches for about an hour and a half on my knees. Grab my hose hook, get my solution line or my water line or my high pressure, high heated line. It's usually the first thing I grab, especially if I have to pre-spray. This house, because she spent quite a bit on doing the patches, and she doesn't really care about the quality of the carpet. She just kind of wanted to do the best she could without spending too much money. So we are gonna just be doing the maintenance clean, which is just soap and steam. Still does a great job. It definitely needed lots of pet treatment. It needed lots of scrubbing, a restorative clean with pet treatment. But she just has a feeling when she lists this house that the new homeowner is going to be replacing the carpet. So she just didn't want it all torn up, which is why I did the patches. And I've been here 2 times before to this house, so this is a repeat client. And she knows the quality of work we do, and she knew that even if we just did maintenance, that it would still turn out well. Not 100% maintenance, or excuse me, restorative is going to be the best chance for getting the deepest clean. It's literally the best clean on the market. The difference between maintenance cleaning and restorative cleaning is heavy duty agitation. And so we pre-spray agitate and then steam clean, whereas the maintenance cleaning is just soap and steam, no agitation. So when you're doing a restorative clean, it is double the work, double the products. So of course the price is almost double as well, rather than just our maintenance clean. But maintenance clean is still a great job. All right, I think I got all my hoses in. I got my vac line, that orange hose there. I gotta go prime the solution, my soap. I run an awesome product through the solution line, and so I got, as I'm cleaning, it's hot soapy water, so I'm able to blast out the stains as I'm cleaning. So no need to pre-spray when I'm doing a maintenance clean. And if you guys want to tune out, I understand, but I'm about to be cleaning, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas. And I say 5, it's 4 bedrooms, but one of them is like a bonus room, and so it's about 300 square feet. And so for us at J&M, that is 2 areas. So we charge by the size of the room. We don't charge by square feet. We just charge by the area, standard size area. So like a bedroom, like a standard size bedroom is usually 10 by 14 or 12 by 12, which is right at that 150 square feet. So this is a standard size area. As you can see, there's a couple spots I'm going a little heavier agitation, but a lot of stains in bedrooms are organic. So with the maintenance clean, it does do well, really well actually. Got another standard size room. Always get in the closets too, so whatever carpet is available, we're gonna clean. And as we're cleaning each room, we do open the windows all the way. Luckily, it was a pretty nice day. So the Carpet and Rug Institute does recommend internal temperature of the house to be at about 69 to 71 with windows open. And if you have them, ceiling fans. If not, I recommend house fans for quicker dry time. If you had no fans, standard dry time, I would say about 18 to 24 hours. The carpets aren't going to be soaking when we're done. They will be slightly damp. But again, that moisture is going to exhaust. It's going to evaporate and needs to exhaust out a window. So the hotter temperature it is in the house, the quicker the evaporation point of the water. So I always recommend about 70 degrees, windows open, fans going, or at least your HVAC working, circulating that air, pulling that moisture out. But otherwise, with my equipment, my wand, as you guys can see, the quality of groom lights here, I know it's kind of shaky. I'm doing a lot of work. So, but this carpet, outside of needing a deep clean, it cleaned really well. There's a couple high traffic spots where desks are and people are, but also you have degradation of carpet pad, and you have animals who are probably sitting in that area. So even if we did restorative on some of these areas, they still might be a little dark, because what happens is these polyester fibers, when they're manufactured, they're wound tight together, and then those are woven through the primary backing. And over time and traffic and walking and vacuuming, those fibers blossom and they become unwound and they get beat up. So then even though the carpet's fully clean, they still look kind of dark because of the way that the light is reflecting. And as you guys can see in this room, I was talking earlier about delamination. See those little ripples? Yeah, that's just areas. It doesn't need stretching. That's just where the latex glue had broken down and was not able to keep the carpet glued to the original secondary backing. And as you guys can see, I'm taking photos of all my after work, because that's what we do at J&M Carpet Renewal. We do before and afters. In case the homeowner or tenant isn't there, we make sure and showcase our work, or at least show them, hey, we just got done. Can we receive payment? Here's the after photos. And of course, we work in occupied homes and unoccupied homes. It's actually more difficult to work in occupied homes because of all the furniture and the way we have to set up and clean. A little more challenging. And making sure we don't break anything, of course. Almost getting done here. This is great. Last little bit of hallway. And she wanted to add 2 area rugs, so I'm about to finish this. And then meet her downstairs where the rugs are set up. So I think while she's getting those set up, I did a quick drain because that was a lot of water I just sucked up. So we just set the 2 rugs there. I think one's a 9x12 and one's an 8x10. So I'm just gonna bust these out real quick. Slide that top one over to a dry space. Sometimes we can hang it over the couch if you have no space. But luckily she had an additional hard surface room that we were able to just move it over. And the products that we use are really, really good on any natural fiber area rug or synthetic fiber area rug. So I'm getting this rug moved out of the way. She had to go pick up her son from school, so she had to pay real quick. And I'm on the last rug.
Okay.
Synthetic rug, synthetic fibers, so it's not too bad at all. After this, I am about to wrap up. I was at this house for about 3.5 hours. Lots of work. I got a little bit of post deodorizer that I use. Got to lube up the machine. Just use WD-40. Spray a little nice summer air deodorizer. Get this van shut down and get to the next job. Nice thing about my setup is it's got an auto hose reel, so I don't gotta wind anything. Just flip a switch, it just starts coming in. So I do just want to thank you guys for watching. If you stuck through this 26-minute and 20-second video, good on you. There's more to come. I'm in the middle of editing another one now. Have a great night.